Hello and welcome back to my channel. My name is Dina and today we are opening our very first Sun and Moon booster box. I have not opened any Sun and Moon cards yet, and this booster box especially is dedicated to July, my Patreon patron, who enabled us to get this box today through her very generous donations. Oh my gosh, are you guys ready? Are you ready to see what's in Sun and Moon? Now, I've been trying to avoid watching other people's card openings because I don't want to see exactly what's in these, but I'll admit, just from knowing, or I guess just being online in general, that they're like super special, like beyond ultra rare cards, like GX cards or something, that are like all rainbowy and cool. Yeah, I can't wait. Just take off some of the plastic here. So here's the front. Got Solgaleo there. All the starters around the side. Or, I guess, just the fire and leaf, but not Poplio. Okay. I'll go ahead and do this and set up our nice little stand. Ta-da! Doesn't that look cute? And on the back here. Your adventure in a new region starts now. Welcome to the tropical Alola region. Start your journey with Rowlet, Litten, and Poplio, then seek out the legendary Pokemon Solgaleo GX and Lunala GX to witness the awesome power of a new kind of Pokemon. Each Pokemon GX brings an attack so devastating that you can only use one of them per game. Discover dozens of never-before-seen Pokemon, Alola forms of some familiar favorites, and new ways to battle in the Pokemon TCG Sun and Moon expansion. So this expansion has over 140 cards, so I don't think we'll be getting too many duplicates in this. Ah, so many packs I get to open. 36 whole packs, wow. So, as before, I think we're going to split it up into 4 different sections of videos and then do like an overall roundup video at the end so we can see the best ones that we got overall. So if you're just interested in that rather than watching all of them. So, the first 9, here we go. 1, 2, 3, 5, whoops, 6, 7, 8, 9. Whoa, that's so many. So go ahead and set this to the back for now. Oh, maybe it'll stay. We'll be opening 9 in the first 4 opening parts. So first up we have Solgaleo. Now, I have read the little informational thing that says like each booster box is like mapped or something, where every number of booster packs has like a good card or something, but I have not looked into it closely enough to ruin our surprise here, so it'll at least be a surprise for me, and if you haven't looked up where things are supposed to be, maybe it'll be a surprise for you as well. Okay, here we go. The first Sun and Moon booster pack that I may open oddly. Oh, can we do it this way? Ah, there we go. as usual, I'm going to start off with, reading most of the cards, and as we start to get duplicates in this opening, I'll kind of speed it up a bit. So our first card here is Wingull, a whole bunch of them in the background, and I believe, are those just regular palm trees or a Alolan Executor? We have this Wingull who has 60 HP. It's a Seagull Pokemon with the only attack of Roost. Heal 30 damage from this Pokemon. It can't retreat during your next turn. Fishermen, keep an eye out for Wingull in the sky, because whenever they're circling, the ocean is sure to be teeming with fish Pokemon. And Snubbull, with like a pastel or like oil pastel type drawing there. This Snubbull is fairy type and has 70 HP with an attack here called Reckless Charge for 20 damage. Flip a coin. If tails, this Pokemon does 10 damage to itself. It growls. Oh, its growls make its opponents uneasy. This laid-back Pokemon tends to sleep half the day. Ooh, Carvana. The dark type in this looks pretty cool. It's almost blue. This Carvana has 60 HP and an attack here called Gnaw Through. Discard all Pokemon tool cards from your opponent's active Pokemon. And Bite for 20. If they scent the faintest trace of blood, they rush to attack in mass. When alone, they're rather cowardly. And it's a savage Pokemon, apparently. Zubat is next up, swinging in there pretty wildly. 50 HP and an attack called Astonish. Choose a random card from your opponent's hand. Your opponent reveals that card and shuffles it into their deck. It sleeps in caves during the day. It has no eyes, so to check its surroundings while flying, it emits ultrasonic waves. And Poplio, our first starter here. I did not go for Poplio, I went for Litten. 70 HP here, Pound for 10, and Water Gun for 20. This Pokemon snorts body fluids. What? This Pokemon snorts body fluids from its nose, blowing balloons to smash into its foes. It's famous for being a hard worker. Not gonna lie, that's a bit gross. Ooh, and we have a reverse holo rare Cloyster to start off. Not a bad first pack start. If my camera would focus. It's so shiny it won't focus. Shoop, shoop. So this Cloyster has 120 HP and is like, almost looks like a Pokemon Duel type Pokemon. Headlock here does 30 plus. Flip a coin. If heads, this attack does 30 more damage. If tails, your opponent's active Pokemon is now paralyzed. Guard Press for 80. During your opponent's next turn, this Pokemon takes 20 less damage from attacks after applying weakness and resistance. Its hard shell cannot be shattered, not even by a bomb. The contents of the shell remain unknown. Cool, so I will put this off in the special pile. Ooh! Whoop. And here we're finally focused. We have a Ribombee holo as our very first holo, and I must say, the holo pattern on these is amazing. Check that out. Feels like like a full rainbow effect going on here. Now that is what I want on my nails. So this Ribombee, holo rare, has 60 HP. Oh, and actually a light shine on the rest of the card. Can you see that? Might be hard to see. An ability here called Curative Pollen. Once during your turn, before your attack, you may heal 20 damage from one of your Pokemon. And Fairy Wind here, which does simple 30 damage. It rolls up pollen into puffs. It makes many different varieties, some used for food and other used in battle. Cute, cute. Well, a reverse holo rare and a holo rare in our very first pack. Not bad. And we have an energy. I like the clean style of these cards. Looks pretty cool, I think. And a Granbull. I like that this generation really had such a nice mix of Pokemon from other games. I mean, it's always been common for ones from other generations to be in, but I feel like, they really got some from every generation, which was cool. 110 HP here, Granbull. Dark Clamp for 30. The defending Pokemon can't retreat during your opponent's next turn. And Fight Back, 50+. If this Pokemon has any damage counters on it, this attack does 80 more damage. More timid than Snubbull, this Pokemon is doted on by young people, amused by the contrast between its looks and attitude. Oh, and Metapod, always a classic, and I believe I actually ended up playing all the way through my copy of Pokemon Moon with a Butterfree that I caught in the very first part of the game. So this Metapod has 80 HP, an attack here called Iron Defense. Flip a coin. If heads, prevent all damage done to this Pokemon by attacks during your opponent's next turn. And we also have Bug Bite for 40, but how are you gonna bug bite anybody? I don't understand. Your mouth is all sealed up. Its shell is filled with its soft innards. Creepy. It doesn't move much because of the risk it might carelessly spill its innards out. That's even creepier. Okay. I mean, Alola region had some pretty creepy Pokedex entries, so not that strange, I guess. Oh, and we have Lydia here, looking very stern. Probably because Nebby keeps trying to get out of the bag. Get in the bag, Nebby. She's a supporter card. And here it says, draw cards until you have 6 cards in your hand. If it's your first turn, draw cards until you have 8 cards in your hand. Ooh, cool. And that was our very first pack. Going to go ahead and give away the code card. Let me know if you get anything good in the comments. I'm always curious to hear what you guys get. Not a bad first pack if I say so myself. And next up, here we go, Primarina. So I started off with Litten, and I thought, out of all of the Pokemon, that Litten was the cutest starter in base form. And then I think I liked Dartrix, the second Evo there. And then for the final evolution, I think I liked Primarina actually. So that was quite an interesting spread. Usually I tend to gravitate straight to one of the evolutionary lines, completely, but yeah. So I think when I play Pokemon Sun, when we do our Nuzlocke, which I will be filming, that I don't know who to go for. Let me know if you think I should go for Poplio, or yeah, I don't know. It's gonna be hard. So we are doubling up already, unfortunately, with a Snubbull. But maybe. Oh, and a Carvana. Now there are 149 cards in this set, plus I guess whatever secret rares that they've thrown in. Maybe we'll get a new one here. Zubat again. Uh-oh. Maybe the rest of the pack will be... Oh no. So many duplicates already. Give me some other starters. There we go. Can't believe it took till the 5th card in the pack for us to get a non-duplicate. Interesting, interesting. So here we have a Togedemaru, 70 HP, with an attack here called Defense Curl. Roly-poly Pokemon. Flip a coin. If heads, prevent all damage done to this Pokemon by attacks during your opponent's next turn. We also have Discharge for 30 times. Discard all electric energy from this Pokemon. Your attack does 30 damage for each card you discarded in this way. The long hairs on its back act as lightning rods. The bolts of lightning it attracts are stored as energy in its electric sac. Okay. Cute, cute. Definitely looks roly-poly. Ooh. Reverse Rowlet. Not rare, but I always like reverse starters. Very nice. Interesting how for the reverse pattern this time it's like a bunch of small type there color and then like a big logo. This Rowlet has 60 HP, is a grass quill Pokemon with a simple tackle for 10 and leafage for 20. So cute. I really did like its starting design too, just not as much as Litten. This wary Pokemon uses photosynthesis to store up energy during the day while becoming active at night. To the special pile with you, even though it's not rare. And for our rare, we have a Bruxish. 110 HP, not bad for a basic, huh? Check out that artwork. Very pastel. Vivid Charge is the first attack here. Search your deck for up to 3 basic energy cards, reveal them, and put them in your hand. Then shuffle your deck. And we have Psychic Fangs for 90. This attack's damage isn't affected by any effects on your opponent's active Pokemon. It stuns its prey with Psychokinesis, and then grinds them to mush with its strong teeth. Even Shelter's shell is no match for it. But I guess it can't break a cloister shell as we learned, because nothing can. Boop. Special pile. Fairy Energy. Ooh, and a Herdier. Very nice artwork there. Looking back like, huh, who's calling for me? This Herdier has 90 HP, an ability called Treasure Hunt. When you play this Pokemon from your hand, to evolve one of your Pokemon during your turn, you may put an item card from your discard pile into your hand. And the attack here, Bite, 450, takes 3 colorless energy cards. Its dense black fur grows continuously. It almost looks purple there, but maybe that's just a stylistic choice. The high cost of keeping its hard fur properly groomed makes this a troublesome Pokemon to train. I wish we could groom Herdier like you can groom a Furfrou. Aw, and a tiny little wishy-washy. Don't worry, buddy. Team up with your friends and become a giant wishy-washy. This little guy has 30 HP and an ability called Cowardice. Aww. Once during your turn before your attack, you may discard all cards attached to this Pokemon. Return it to your hand. You can't use this ability during your first turn or the turn this Pokemon was put into play. I've also got Water Gun for 10. And when it's in trouble, its eyes moisten and begin to shine. The shining light attracts its comrades, and they stand together against their enemies. Aww. Oh, and last up we have a rare candy. Choose one of your basic Pokemon in play. If you have a Stage 2 card in your hand that evolves from that Pokemon, put that card onto the basic Pokemon to evolve it. You can't use this card during your first turn or on a basic Pokemon that was put into play this turn. Interesting. And here we go, the next code card. Hopefully you guys don't get quite the duplicates that I got in this one, but it's okay. We started off with quite a good reverse rare and a holo rare, so not complaining. Here we go. Why did they have to make you stand uppy? Why couldn't you have still been a cute cat? Oh well. Overall, I really enjoyed Pokemon Moon. felt about the Ultra Beasts, though. I don't think the Pokemon series really needed them. Like, I was cool with, I guess, the Z powers more than the Ultra Beasts. Just felt like they were trying to do too much in one game. Like, the styling was amazing, everything just... I think we could have left it at the Z powers, maybe. And not the Ultra Beasts. So here we have Eevee. Very cute, but the eyes are kind of wide set, don't you think? And 60 HP. Ability Energy Evolution. When you attach a basic energy card from your hand to this Pokemon during your turn, you may search your deck for a card that evolves from this Pokemon that is the same type as that energy card and put it onto this Pokemon to evolve it. Then shuffle your deck. Quick Draw. Whoopsies. Is the attack here. Flip a coin. If heads, draw a card. Possessing an unbalanced and unstable genetic makeup, it conceals many possible evolutions. I like the rays of sunshine coming from behind it. It's like, what are you gonna evolve into? Aw, and we have a side deck here. It looks very big, but maybe that's also a very small island and flowers. This Psyduck has 70 HP, an attack called Confusion Wave. Your both active Pokemon are now confused. Okay. Here it says, as a result of headaches so fierce that they cause it to cry, sometimes it uses psychokinesis without meaning to. Aw, poor guy. And here we have a Spearow, 60 HP, peck bugs as its attack. If your opponent's active Pokemon is a leaf Pokemon, this attack does 30 more damage. Woof! And here it says, farmers whose fields are troubled by bug Pokemon appreciate Spearow for its vigorous appetite and look after it. So I guess rather than having scarecrows, they just hire a lot of Spearow. Ooh, Dratini. The dragon coloring on this looks very different. I mean, it used to be kind of like a dark green blue. Now it's like a yellow, brown, green. So this Dratini is underwater in like some coral and stuff, and has an attack here. Grass type. Signs of evolution. Search your deck for a Dratini, a Dragonair, and a Dragonite. Reveal them and put them into your hand, then shuffle your deck. We've also got Tail Smack for 10, which costs an electric type. So I guess maybe since the whole Dratini line recently, has been requiring these two energy types, maybe that's why they changed the color scheme. After a 10-hour struggle, a fisherman was able to pull one up and confirm its existence. Oh yeah, I forgot that these are supposed to be like crazy rare in the Pokemon universe. Aw, we've got a little cutie fly here. 30 HP, buzzing along. Oh, he's only 4 inches and 0.4 pounds. That's cute. That's cute. Fly around is the attack here. If any damage is done to this Pokemon by attacks during your opponent's next turn, flip a coin. If heads, prevent that damage. And it looks like not all of the ink is there in this one little spot. Interesting. It feeds, oh, and here too, just like a little bit missing in the words. It feeds on the nectar and pollen of flowers. Because it's able to sense auras, it can identify which flowers are about to bloom. Well, glad we got a cutie fly, considering our hollow pull there. Next up, reverse uncommon XP share. I had turned off the XP share in my Pokemon Moon playthrough, and I got the challenge I was looking for, I will admit. But yeah, I'm not sure if I'm gonna leave it on for the Nuzlocke or not. I probably should, just because I don't want to grind a whole bunch on camera, And check out that hollow pattern. Hello, it's me, Christina. When your active Pokemon is knocked out by damage from an opponent's attack, You may move one basic energy card from that Pokemon to the Pokemon this card is attached to. Ooh, and we've got a regular rare Primarina. 150 HP, and just check out that artwork. So detailed. All of the like coral and stuff. Very nice. Primarina has an attack here called Disarming Voice for 30. Your opponent's active Pokemon is now confused, as well as Sparkling Aria for 100 damage, and you heal 30 damage. Whoa, cool. It controls its water balloons with song. The melody is learned from others of its kind and is passed down from one generation to the next. Cool. Glad we have already gotten a final evolution starter. Non-holo, but I'll take it, I'll take it. Fire Energy. Ooh, and a Torracat. Getting all sorts of starter Pokemon. 90 HP here. And I will admit, it was pretty cute that he had like the little fire bell that the attacks would come out of. Fury Swipes for 20 times, not plus. Flip 3 coins. This attack does 20 damage for each heads. And Flamethrower for 90 damage. Discard an energy from this Pokemon. Pretty standard fire move there, but 90 damage. Woof. At its throat, it bears a bell of fire. The bell rings brightly whenever this Pokemon spits fire. I almost want to put it in the special pile because it's a starter, but into the regular pile it goes. And we have Potion. Heal 30 damage from one of your Pokemon. Not 1 damage from 30 of your Pokemon, as I was about to say. And we have a Trumbeak. 80 HP. There he is. He's a Buglebeak Pokemon, it says. And Bullet Seed 20 times. Flip 4 coins. This attack does 20 damage for each heads. By bending its beak, it can produce a variety of calls and brand itself as a noisy nuisance for its neighbors. Ugh, that was kind of a tongue twister. Oh, and so ends our third pack. Only a third of the way through a fourth of this pack opening. So you get to do all of that 12 more times. Wow. Just feels like, so fun to open an entire booster box. Okay. Here we are. Decidueye, I believe. I haven't quite said all of these guys' names out loud yet, you know? I've only like read them. Oops. I realized my camera was about to die just as I was opening this pack. That would not be very good. Okay, we are starting off with Snubble yet again. Our third Snubble. But at least last pack we got quite a few different cards. And a Carvana again. And a Zubat. And a Poplio. I wonder what's up with that, like string of same Pokemon. And a Togedemaru. Ooh, but a Chinchou reverse. Chinchou is one of my favorite older Pokemon. I really did not like its design when it evolved into Lantern. He just looked so doofy. I remember being so excited waiting for my Chinchou to evolve, and I was so disappointed back in the day. So here this Chinchou, reverse common, has 70 HP, an attack here called Searching Light. Look at one of your face down prize cards, that could be useful, and Electro Ball for 30. It lives in the depths, beyond the reach of sunlight. It flashes lights on its antennae to communicate with others of its kind. And our rare here is a toucanon. Evolves from Trumbeak. He looks so angry. But I like the style of the art here, especially like outlined in white like that. Looks cool. And the flowers, very tropical. 140 HP. Echoed Voice is the first here. Does 60 damage, and during your next turn, this Pokemon's Echoed Voice attack does 60 more damage. Wow. Before applying weakness and resistance. These guys are so strong. And Beak Blast for 100. Flip a coin. If heads, your opponent's active Pokemon is now burned. Within its beak, its internal gas ignites, explosively launching seeds with enough power to pulverize boulders. Wow. Cool. To the special pile with you, toucanon. And our first Dark Energy. It's rather blue-toned, actually. Huh, and how? He was like so chill the whole game. And it just says draw 3 cards, which is pretty simple. So it looked like Lilier's card showed like when we first met her at the bridge, and I think this is where we first met Hal as well. Right before the little fight. And we've got Dartrix. Wells from Rowlet. 80 HP there. Sharp Blade Quill. This attack does 20 damage to one of your opponent's Pokemon. Don't apply weakness and resistance for a benched Pokemon. Leaf Blade here does 50 plus. Flip a coin. If heads, this attack does 20 more damage. A bit of a dandy. It spends its free time preening its wings. Its preoccupation with any dirt on its plumage can leave it unable to battle. Aw, poor guy. And a simple Pokeball to end off this pack. Flip a coin. If heads, search your deck for a Pokemon, reveal it, put it into your hand, then shuffle your deck. Oops, upside down. Best of luck to those who play the TCGO. Alright, still got 5 more packs in this video. Next up, Solgaleo. I thought it was interesting that rather than making him like fire type, he's steel. Nope. Okay, start down from this end. Ah, there we go. That one opened a lot easier. Here's the full artwork. Looks cool with the circle. Okay. First up, we have Togedemaru. Though it is a repeat, at least it is not, at least it is not a Snubble. And I was laughing a little bit because I think I see something shiny. But we will go in order and be good and patient. Shelder there. I think this is the most like open-mouthed Shelder I've ever seen. Usually the top is a little bit closer down to the whatever that is, little blob guy. This Shelder, 60 HP, an attack here called a Tackle for 10. Very simple. The hardness of its shell surpasses the hardness of a diamond. In days gone by, people used the shell to make shields. Though Bruxish apparently can break them with his teeth, so Bruxish can just chomp through diamonds apparently. Good to know. Ah, and Makuhita strolling through the jungle there, or jungle island? I'm not sure. I don't know if you'd call it jungle-y where they are. Let's say island. Fighting type, 80 HP, surprise attack, 20 damage, flip a coin, if tails, this attack does nothing, and strength 440. It was originally brought in from another region, but now Makuhita from Alola are more famous. Huh, that's funny. Wonder if there are any regional variations with Makuhita. I don't think so, but maybe. What makes them famous? Oh, and we have a Fearow. Its wings here almost look like hands. This Fearow has 90 HP. First attack here called Devastating Wind. Your opponent shuffles their hand into their deck and draws 3 cards, as well as Slashing Strike for 60 damage. This Pokemon can't use Slashing Strike during your next turn. Drawings of a Pokemon resembling Fearow can be seen in murals from deep in ancient history. I mean, it does look a little prehistoric. Not as much as like Aerodactyl, but... Oh, interesting, it's a common. Oh, and a little Grubbin. My, kind of cute though, even if he's like a little grub. Leaf type, 70 HP, and attack here called Vice Grip for 20, but colorless. I assume because Charge Bug, you know, with the electric there. They often gather near places frequented by electric Pokemon in order to avoid being attacked by bird Pokemon. Clever, clever. And we have a reverse holo uncommon, Rotom Dex. Shiny, shiny. After counting your prize cards, shuffle them into your deck. Then take that many cards from the top of your deck and put them face down as your prize cards. And it's a Tauros GX! Whoa, look how shiny that is. Oof. Hello, hello, hello. Whoa. Oh my gosh. I want this on my nails, this holo. Wow. These GX cards are so pretty. I'm really hoping that the light is doing it justice. And textured as well. Very cool, very cool. This Tauros GX has 180 HP. Whoa. An attack here called Rage, which does 20 plus. This attack does 10 more damage for each damage counter on this Pokemon, which could be up to 170. So 170 plus 20, 190 damage from that alone. We also have a regular Horn attack for 60 and Mad Bull GX 30 times. This attack does 30 damage for each damage counter on this Pokemon. You can't use more than 1 GX attack in a game. Oof, so better have a pretty good strategy worked out in advance, I guess, for which Pokemon's going to do that. Wow, so pretty. I can't stop staring at it. Gonna go ahead and put this to the side though, so we can continue. So here we have Steel type energy, followed by Passimian, playing football with like a melon. 110 HP, and Fling is the first attack. Oh, and it says he's a teamwork Pokemon. Interesting. This attack does 30 damage to one of your opponent's benched Pokemon. I'm just looking at it here. He's actually 6'7". That's a lot bigger than I thought he was. I thought he was like the size of like a, oh, what are those called? I like to move it, those guys. So we also have Team Play for 10 plus. This attack does 30 more damage for each of your benched Passimian. They form groups of roughly 20 individuals. Their mutual bond is remarkable. They will never let down a comrade. Well, too bad we can't have 20 of them in one deck. Just 4. And we've got Pokemon Catcher here. Flip a coin. If heads, switch one of your opponent's benched Pokemon with their active Pokemon. So, why don't people just use Pokemon Catchers like ray guns instead of Pokeballs? And speaking of Pokeballs, I thought Sun and Moon would be the perfect opportunity to bring back, like, making your own Pokeballs, like in the 2nd gen with Kurt's, like, Apricorn Balls, because he, like, handmade them. I thought it would be a cool addition to Sun and Moon, but that's okay. And next up we have Golbat, 80 HP, with Super Poison Breath. Your opponent's active Pokemon is now poisoned. And Acrobatics for 10+. Flip 2 coins. This attack does 20 more damage for each heads. Its thick fangs are hollow, like straws, making them unexpectedly fragile. These fangs are specialized for sucking blood. Ew. I like how they shaded his wings. Looks like light coming through the trees. There you go. Hopefully you could get a GX card as well, like I did in this pack. Okay, time for a pre-Marina pack. Again with the circle. Okay, Shelter is our first up here. Oh, and Makuhita again. And a Firo again, though he is a common, which I guess is why. But I don't really think of Firo as being, like, common worthy. I think they should be at least uncommon, because he is evolved. Oh, I had to grab it. And Crab Brawler. I thought this was a cute design, but I like his, like, eye, like he's been punched, but also the, like, Morty lips from, like, Rick and Morty. So this Crab Brawler has 80 HP and attack here called Punch for 20, as well as Crab Hammer for 40. So despite being like a crustacean fighting type, that's pretty cool. It punches so much, its pincers often come off from overuse, but they grow back quickly. What little meat they contain is rich and delicious. Okay. Again, with Pokemon Sun and Moon being a little bit creepy. Double Crab Brawlers. This one's a reverse holo though. Ooh, and Butterfrees are rare. I do like some Butterfree. Non-holo, but check out that artwork. Very nice, especially with 3 of them there. With all these flowers, they missed an opportunity to put in some Roselia or something. 130 HP, and an attack here. Psybolt for 30. I always liked that. Butterfree could use psychic moves. Flip a coin. If heads, your opponent's active Pokemon is now paralyzed. We've also got Whirlwind here for 80. Your opponent switches their active Pokemon with one of their benched Pokemon. Close examination of its large eyes reveal that each eye is composed of a myriad of tiny eyes. Very cool. I do hope there's a holo version in here. We've got a Fighting Energy. Oh, and Corsola, another one of my favorite older Pokemon for their design. Very cute. 80 HP here. It almost looked like Corsola should be a fairy type as well. Don't you think? Like a dual fairy water type? Call for family. Search your deck for up to 2 basic Pokemon and put them onto your bench. 2 of them. Nice. That might make it worth it compared to 1. Then shuffle your deck and surf for 60. Pursued by Marini for the branches on its head, this Pokemon will sometimes snap its own branches off as a diversion while it escapes. That's so sad. You poor babies. No. Marini, you meanie. And here we have a Repel. Your Pokemon switches their active Pokemon with one of their benched Pokemon. Not quite sure that's how it's meant to work, but okay. Kind of just picturing like a trainer going up and like spraying it in the opponent Pokemon's face and it being like and like going back in its Pokeball. And a Pelipper. 100 HP with the attack here called Courier. Put one of your benched Pokemon and all cards attached into your hand and fly for 60. Flip a coin. If tails, this attack does nothing. If heads, prevent all effects of attacks, including damage done to this Pokemon during your opponent's next turn. Gathering food is the work of young males. They store food in their capacious beaks and carry it back to others waiting in the nest. Oops, there you go. Enjoy the code card. I'm going to swap out my camera's batteries. Alright, we are down to our last 3 in this first pack opening, but we do have quite a bit more. Alright, can we get another GX? Is it mapped into this section? I don't know. It is kind of unfortunate that, like, in the previous generations, right, we, like, knew about how many, like, really rare cards are supposed to be in each booster box, but I guess the fact that this, even the like spot in which they appear is known, it's kind of not as fun, is it? Not as surprising. Okay. Starting off with, though, my fave, Chinchou. Or one of my faves, I should say. And we have a Morlul, like a Morel, I guess, mushroom, 60 HP, and check out that really cute artwork. Aww, pastel-y style. I like when they do the little outline in a lighter color. Really makes the Pokemon pop out of the background. This is an illuminating Pokemon with an attack here called Flickering Spores. Your opponent's active Pokemon is now asleep, as well as Ram for 10. As it drowses the day away, it nourishes itself by sucking from tree roots. It awakens at the fall of night, wandering off in search of a new tree. No, so cute. A new tree and nutrients. Ay. Oh, Molly kitty. Molly kitty did a little mew, because I'm paying attention to cards and not to the baby girl. No, don't jump on my computer that has the microphone going. No, don't jump up there. Come here. No, come here. Come on my lap. Come on. You can do it. Come on. I now have a kitty in my lap. Ho ho ho. Be hard to make sure that she's not going to get on the table. Okay. We have a Skarmory. Another one of my fave second gens. Looks pretty intense here, doesn't he? 110 HP, basic. I feel like Skarmory's been in quite a few sets recently. Metallic Sound. Discard all special energy from each Pokemon. But did that need to be its own attack? How many people are using, like, special energy? We also have Aerial Ace, 60 plus. Flip a coin. If heads, this attack does 30 more damage. Not bad, not bad. I still need to make a steel type deck. Its feathers, which fall off as it grows, are thin and sharp. In times long past, warriors used them as swords. Makes sense. I like all the blurbs that talk about like Pokemon and human interaction like over the years. Oops. One hand is petting Molly and one hand is trying to Pokemon. Ooh, Caterpie. Very nice. 50 HP. Look at that cute artwork. Oh, he's so precious. Nap says heal 20 damage from this Pokemon. And I guess you don't have to be asleep for that to happen. Gnaw for 20. When attacked by bird Pokemon, it resists by releasing a terrifyingly strong odor from its antennae. Oof, but it often becomes their prey. Poor guy. But then you'll become a Butterfree and you can fly too, and then confuse them with your psychic beams. Molly keeps trying to get on the table. Monkey, stay down here. Ooh, and a Sandygast. Look at that lens flare. This Sandygast has 80 HP, an attack here called Shore Up. Attach a fighting energy from your discard pile to this Pokemon, and a Sand Tomb for 30. The defending Pokemon can't retreat during your opponent's next turn. It takes control of anyone who puts a hand in its mouth, and so it adds to the accumulation of its sand-mounted body monkey. No. Come on, get down. No, you don't need to lay there. You don't need to lay. No. Come here, come in my lap. Sorry for the cat interruption. She just likes being a part of it, you know? Torkoal is our next guy up here. Look at him breathing out that, I guess, steam. This Torkoal has 110 HP, an attack called Singe. Your opponent's active Pokemon is now burned, as well as Body Slam for 50. Flip a coin. If heads, your opponent's active Pokemon is now paralyzed. Coal is the source of Torkoal's energy. How about that? Large amounts of coal can be found in the mountains where they live. And common reverse. Oh, no, monkey cat, no getting on the table. Just be content with sitting on my lap as I pet you. No. Come on, sit. Be good. No, sit. Don't go on the table. This Golduck is our next card, and it's the rare of this pack. Sorry that I'm a bit distracted with kitty cats. Well, just one in particular. This Golduck has 90 HP, has Scratch for 20 as its first attack, and Double Jet 60 times for its second. Discard up to 2 water energy cards from your hand. This attack does 60 damage for each card you discarded in this way. It is said that the red part of its forehead grants supernatural powers. Are you kidding me right now? Huh? You just want to be a part of it? Excuse this interruption. Oh, she's headbutting the microphone. Monkey. You goofball. Boo-boo. I can't. I gotta. Come here. Come in my lap. Come on. So as I was saying, Golduck is our rare here. And it looks like he's kind of blasting off with his newfound powers, like he just evolved and he's like, whoa, no more headaches. Woo! Take that. Not hollow, but that's okay. I think we've only gotten one hollow and one GX card so far, though. Psychic Energy is next. followed by Boldor, 110 HP. Check him out. Headbutt is the first attack here, which does 30 Pokemon. No, I'm pretty sure it does 30 damage to one Pokemon. And Rock Hurl for 50. The attack's damage isn't affected by resistance, so you could get some bird Pokemon. It explores caves in search of underground water. It's not comfortable around water, so this Pokemon takes great care in lapping it up. So it wants to find water, but it's not very comfortable around it. And we have Great Ball. Look at the top 7 cards of your deck. You then can reveal a Pokemon you find there and put it into your hand. Shuffle the other cards back into your deck. And we have another Passimian. Code card. And yeah, Molly was wanting all the attention there. I think she gets confused when I film sometimes because she thinks I'm talking to her. So she's like, here I am, I'm right here, pay attention to me. Second to last pack. Hoping for at least a holo. So, first card in this pack, Shelter. Going blet. Followed by Makukita. And Firo. Grubbin. Oh, and Drowsy. We have not gotten a Drowsy so far in this set. 70 HP, and an attack here called Psychic Boom. This attack does 10 damage times the amount of energy attached to your opponent's active Pokemon. Kind of looks weird to see him like strolling along a beach. You usually see Drowsy in like city type settings. And Headbutt for 20. It finds really fun dreams tasty. When it makes friends with people, it may show them the most delicious dreams it's ever eaten. I didn't know it could retain dreams that it's eaten. Our reverse holo here is a Caterpie. Look at that shine. And he's got some very cute artwork. To the special pile with you. Ooh, and a Beware is our rare in this pack. 130 HP. Has an attack here called Bear Hug. The defending Pokemon can't retreat during your opponent's next turn. As well as Superpower 80+. You may do 40 more damage. If you do, this Pokemon does 20 damage to itself. This immensely dangerous Pokemon possesses overwhelming physical strength. Its habitat is generally off limits, as you can see with the sign there. And we have a Water Energy. And Araquanid. I thought this was a pretty cool design, actually. I liked Dewpider as well. 100 HP here. Water Spider guy. Ability here called Water Bubble. Prevent all damage done to this Pokemon by attacks from your opponent's fire Pokemon, as well as Aqua Edge for 70 damage. It delivers headbutts with the water bubble on its head. Small Pokemon get sucked into the bubble where they drown. Oh, that's so sad. And here we have a Spinda. Ooh, Gen 3 throwback. 80 HP here, and he's so confused looking. He's a Spot Panda Pokemon. Teeter Punch here for 30. Your opponent's active Pokemon is now confused. Its steps are staggering and unsteady, but Spinda thinks it's walking in a straight line. No, poor guy. So, Ilima here, I believe that's how it's said. I think that's an I and then an L. Ilima. Each player shuffles their hand into their deck and flips a coin. If heads, that player draws 6 cards. If tails, they draw 3 cards. So here we have the last booster pack in this opening, but we've got plenty more where that came from, so don't worry, the other episodes will be up very shortly. So here we go. Pray for the polls. Oh, I see something sparkly. Ooh, we're gonna end off this one on something really good, I think. Alrighty. So, with that glimmer on the edge, which you can't see because I did not properly focus my camera, we started this last pack with Dewpider. Oh, look how cute. This Dewpider has 60 HP and an attack bubble. Flip a coin. If heads, your opponent's active Pokemon is now paralyzed. It crawls onto the land in search of food. Its water bubble allows it to breathe and protects its soft head. Aww. Doesn't suck in small Pokemon like the evolution. And we have Eevee looking kind of confused and kind of like it's already about to evolve. Stuffle is next, looking so cute. This Stuffle is not quite as intimidating as Beware. Stuffle has 70 HP and an attack called Tackle for 30, which is a fair amount of Pokemon actually. And here it's called a flailing Pokemon. I wonder why. Despite its adorable appearance, when it gets angry and flails about, its arms and legs could knock a pro wrestler sprawling. Oh, I suppose that's why. And here we have Litten, 70 HP, Bite for 10, and Flare for 20. While grooming itself, it builds up fur inside its stomach. It sets the fur alight and spews fiery attacks, which will change based on how it coughs. So like, the fireballs are literally Litten's hairballs? That's kind of cute and gross at the same time. But Litten, oh, you're so cute. Why did you have to grow up to be standing on 2 feet fire starter? Oh, and we have another Torkoal here. I liked the fiery volcano region of Alola. I thought that was pretty cool. Especially the very difficult game where you had to spot the differences. Ooh, reverse holo rare Alolan Dugtrio. Wow, look at those luscious locks. Whoa. You can tell the Pokemon Company had a fun time coming up with Alolan Dugtrio. Now I just needed an Alolan Diglett. This is the first actually Alolan Pokemon that I've gotten, which is kind of funny. Reverse holo rare though. Ooh, check that out. Shiny, shiny. And metal. The ability here says Tangling Hair. Your opponent's active Pokemon's retreat cost is 1 more. Dig Under is next. This attack does 50 damage to one of your opponent's Pokemon. It isn't affected by weakness or resistance. Its shining gold hair provides it with protection. It's reputed that keeping any of its fallen hairs will bring bad luck. I wonder why. Cool, well, that was a surprise. I saw this one coming up, but didn't know we'd get a reverse holo rare. And the super special shining one, Incineroar GX. Whoa, check that out. Whoa, awesome. The starter that I picked the first time. Woo! My first starter GX here. Check out how shiny. Whoa. Ooh, hello. Incineroar GX has 250 HP. Whoa. Hustling Strike here for 10 plus. This attack does 20 more damage for each of your benched fire Pokemon. And interesting that he actually does have to evolve from Torracat. He's not just like a basic Pokemon. Tiger Swing is the attack here for 80 plus. Flip 2 coins. This attack does 50 more damage for each heads. We've also got Burning Slam GX, which I suppose is like their Z moves in the game. Your opponent's active Pokemon is now burned. You can't use more than one GX attack in a game. But I mean, for 200 damage, woof. When your Pokemon GX is knocked out, your opponent takes 2 prize cards, however. So I guess that kind of helps even things up. And I like the little hollow star here down for the rarity. Wow, even the eyes are hollow. To the special pile with you. Also got a Leaf Energy, or Grass type. Golbat with its surprisingly fragile teeth. Energy Switch. Move a basic energy from one of your Pokemon to another of your Pokemon. Always useful. And we're ending off with Professor Kukui. Shirtless Professor. Show off much? Draw 2 cards. During this turn, your opponent's attacks do 20 more damage to your opponent's active Pokemon. There we go. Enjoy the code card. Maybe you'll get Incineroar GX as I did. So, let us review our pulls for this first quarter. As you saw, Incineroar GX, probably our best. Reverse Holo, or I don't know if this or the Tauros is better, I'm not sure. Alolan Dugtrio, Reverse Holo Rare. Reverse Holo Caterpie, Common. Regular Rare Golduck. Torkoal, Reverse Holo Common. Butterfree, Regular Rare. Crabrawler, Common, Reverse Holo. Super Rainbow, Awesome Special Tauros GX. That's one for the binder. Rotom Dex, Reverse Uncommon. Toucannon, Regular Rare. Chinchou, Reverse Common. Primarina, Regular Rare, but also a starter. Reverse Holo XP Share. Regular Rare Bruxish. Reverse Rowlet Common. And our only holo, actually, which is interesting, Ribombee, which we got in the very first pack. So shiny, check it out. Whoa. Alrighty then. I feel like we got another reverse holo rare. Did I mess that up? Oh yeah, Cloyster. It was sitting over here and I had not picked it up. Reverse holo rare. Cool. So, thanks for watching the first quarter of this booster box opening. Next, I'm going to just sort them all into types so we can keep some sort of an organizational scheme. So sit back, relax, and let the ASMR sounds fade out this video. See you in our next opening part.